All right. Couldn't work today. Um, Van was frozen shut when I got out there this morning, and we had freezing rain overnight. I checked out the driveway from our place to the street, and a lot of ice. So if we got in the van and started driving, the odds of it being able to hold steady pretty slim. And then there's a travel advisory between Hope and Langley right now to stay off Highway 1 unless you have to be on it. So for those reasons, I'm like, I don't really need to go home. I texted my boss after phoning into work, and my boss's response was, "Keep trying." To which I'm like, "Trying," and I looked at that and I'm like, "Trying what? Do I get a hair dryer and just defrost Abbotsford? Do you want me to bring the hair dryer with me, which has to have batteries, and I don't know of any battery powered hair dryers, and bring it with me along the highway and defrost the highway, providing we can see black ice on the road before we hit it." Not to mention the fact that Yvonne's been pretty sick the last few days, and the idea of fighting on the highway with a vehicle that's hitting patches of ice here and there while it's still freezing rain. So, you know, um, I'll be a little busy over the next few days with videos. Um, Tomorrow's kind of a big day for me personally, and I plan to do a video about that. Um, so today I figured I would just do an early video where we discuss games happening tonight and what's on tap. I should check as well. Come on. I actually haven't been on the computer at all today. I actually I come back in and I just passed out. Oh, there's an article on Sportsnet's page. Kevin Shattenkirk doing his best to block out trade rumors. So he's not talking then? Maple Leafs trade tree, Alexander Steen. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Maple Leafs shouldn't be big game hunting. Could add veteran leader. How the St. Louis Blues have improved under head coach Mike Yeo. Yeah, because it's not Hitchcock. They didn't want Hitchcock. And I say that not as a non-fan of Hitchcock. I think he's a very good coach. It's just the team wanted a change. And, I said about Claude Julien being replaced, that I felt that was much the same. All right, tonight's games. I'm going to look at them on Sportsnet here because it also shows me the goaltenders, which TSN doesn't. TSN just shows me the scores. So Buffalo is playing Anaheim, and it's Gibson against Lehner. I like what Lehner's doing right now. I know his numbers are probably not as good as Gibson's in general, but Lehner's playing behind a defense that's a little more porous. So I'll take Buffalo in that one. The Flyers are at home to the Islanders. It's Mason, who's been bad. The 2.9 goals against is horrendous in today's NHL. And he's against Grice, who was terrible in the game against Toronto. So, Islanders. San Jose is in Boston. You've got Jones and Rask. Rask hasn't been confirmed, but who else are they going to put in? Reggie Lemelin right now? I mean, Boston's goaltending is a joke. So Lemelin was a really good goaltender. I miss Lem. I wonder if Reggie could come back. He's only been retired for 25 years now. I think it'd be a good bet. If Jerry Cheevers doesn't want to come back and give another shot. I'll take San Jose for those who can't read between the sarcasm lines. Yeah, San Jose definitely. Nashville is in New York against the Rangers. They're listing Saros as the likely starter with his 1.79 goals against Lundqvist. I'm gonna take the Rangers at home against Nashville, regardless of who's in net. Detroit's in Washington. Mrazek and Holtby. Well, let's see. One goaltender has a goals against average of 3.07 because he hasn't been very good this year, and the other one's Braden Holtby, who with his 1.94 has to be right now, yeah, a favorite for the Vezina. I seem to remember saying something about that a couple months ago that I thought that Holtby was. Anyways, I wasn't really telling secrets outside of school. It's just at the time everybody was wondering over other goaltenders. And Holtby's just trucking along with a 27-8-4 record and a 1.94 goals against. So I'll take Washington in that one. Vancouver's in Columbus. Ryan Miller's starting. He is trying to get a new job. They're in Columbus where Bobrovsky's starting. Columbus has to bounce out of this slump they've been in, and Vancouver's the perfect team to do it against because Vancouver's terrible on the road. Just awful. So yeah, I'll take Columbus. Toronto's at home to St. Louis. So Toronto lost to St. Louis last week, and of course, I did my video regarding Steve Dangle's reaction to that, and people are like, well, that's a Leafs fan reaction video, which is fine, but we'll see if he has another Leafs fan reaction video tomorrow because St. Louis is playing very good hockey right now, and Toronto is playing entertaining, up-tempo, fun hockey, but they're not playing particularly well in their own zone, nor is Freddie Anderson playing particularly well. So I'll take St. Louis. Dallas, the Stars are in Ottawa. Dallas's goaltenders, who cares, against Condon. And I'll take Condon in that one all day long. I'll take Ottawa over Dallas. I'll take anyone over Dallas right now and probably be right. The Kings are playing Florida. As hockey will be over early tonight because there's nothing on the West Coast other than Arizona, and Arizona starts at 6 o'clock tonight. So the Kings are in Florida. Ugh. It's Budai against Reimer. And Reimer's inconsistent, but Budai's played like a lot of hockey, and it's in Florida. Yeah, I'll take Florida. Uh, Pittsburgh is in Colorado. You got Matt Murray and Calvin Pickard. Calvin Pickard is a better goaltender than Semyon Varlamov, I believe anyways. If I was going to protect one of two in expansion, I'd protect Pickard. Oh, sorry, just the cat scratching his chin here, and the sound was like water, and I'm thinking, oh my god, the roof's leaking. There's all kinds of snow, and then there's ice on it, and now it's raining on top of the ice. So I'm waiting for a part of the roof to cave in. Um, but speaking of avalanches and roofs caving in, I'll take Pittsburgh to beat Colorado tonight. Um, as much as I like Pickard, and I do, I'll take Pittsburgh in that one. Montreal is in Arizona. Carey Price and the Habs coming off of a loss in Colorado. That has to be a wake-up call. So I will take Montreal in this one, which is not easy because Price against Smith is a pretty even matchup right now. And Arizona's played some decent hockey lately, even when the results aren't necessarily going their way. They've actually played some decent hockey lately. It's like pride takes over in that second half of the season for some of these players. And yeah, I'll take Montreal tonight. Probably in overtime, but I'll take Montreal in that one. So let me know in the comments below who you figure are going to win tonight's hockey games. Did I bet against every team I cheer for? Yep. Yeah, I did that. Boston, Vancouver, and Dallas. Yeah. And away we go. Race to the bottom. And thinking about the standings too, I did make an error the other night where I said something about the Leafs being close to the playoffs, and they are technically in the playoffs right now, which is awesome. And I say awesome not because I'm a huge Leafs booster. It's awesome for the NHL to have a Toronto team doing well. So Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto are the three top teams in the Atlantic. And Ottawa fans can definitely, take me to task for the fact that I said that they wouldn't be this good this season. Toronto fans, not as much. Toronto fans didn't want to believe me this past summer when I said, things are going to get a lot better, and this is a pretty good team that they're putting together. And I kept hearing, oh, we want to believe, but we've heard this before. And again, if Montreal was in the Metro Division, they'd be fifth. They'd be behind the Rangers right now. So just look at just look at things. And Boston is 1 point out, and Philly has 1 game in hand on them, but 2 points behind Boston, with 3 games in hand on Philly and 4 games in hand on Boston. Here come the Islanders. So the Islanders with 56 points are right in the race. Florida's still in the race. Jersey technically still in the race. They're 3 points back. Carolina's 4 points back. Buffalo and Detroit are both 5 points back, and I think both of them are teams that should look at selling at the deadline. But with so many teams so close, and hey, look, Tampa's 5 points back. And as a final note, if you want to read something funny, it's either on TSN or on Sportsnet. They had an article yesterday about how the Lightning are going to go on a run and make the playoffs. And to me, it sounded like they're freaking out because their Stanley Cup pick in their magazine was the Tampa Bay Lightning to win the Stanley Cup. And now they're the 16th ranked team in the East out of 16 teams. So to make the playoffs, they have to get past Detroit, Buffalo, Carolina, New Jersey, Florida, the Islanders, Boston, Philly. It is not the amount of points back that you are. It is 2 things that suck if you're in that position. The number of teams you have to play and get over, and the fact that so many games now are 3-pointers. So gaining 2 points on a team ahead of you is really difficult. And gaining 2 points on all of those teams when you've only got 28 games left in the season, it's rough. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, and thanks for watching.